Sex jokes. A teenage boy overdosed on 10 bottles of Viagra. Not only is he lucky to be alive, he a Euro trademark's lucky not to have taken his eye out. Sex jokes. Did you hear about the new A Euro morning after a Euro trademark pill for men? It changes their blood type. Kids jokes. Q. Where does your nose go when it gets hungry? A. Booger King. Jokes about men. Men come in 3 sizes, small, medium, and oh yes. Marriage jokes. What's the difference between married men and parking spaces? Nothing, all the good ones are taken. Military jokes. The captain called the sergeant in. Sarge, I just got a telegram that Private Jones' mother died yesterday. Better go tell him and send him in to see me. So the sergeant calls for his morning formation and lines up all the troops. Listen up, men, says the sergeant. Johnson, report to the mess hall for KP. Smith, report to personnel to sign some papers. The rest of you men report to the motor pool for maintenance. Oh, by the way, Jones, your mother died, report to the commander. Later that day the captain called the sergeant into his office. Hey, Sarge, that was a pretty cold way to inform Jones his mother died. Couldn't you be a bit more tactful, next time? Yes, sir, answered the Sarge. A few months later, the captain called the sergeant in again with, Sarge, I just got a telegram that Private McGrath's mother died. You'd better go tell him. And send him in to see me. This time be more tactful. So the sergeant calls for his morning formation. Okay, men, fall in and listen up. Everybody with a mother, take 2 steps forward. Not so fast, McGrath. Kids jokes. Q. Why do 2 skunks argue? A. Because they like to kick up a stink. IT jokes. The keyboard is painted in camouflage. Kids jokes. 4-year-old Harry, who could tell time, was playing with a wall clock when her grandpa visited. Later, when he was putting on his coat to leave, the grandpa asked him what time it was. He looked at the clock blankly, and then answered in a triumphant way, "It's time for you to go, Grandpa." Military jokes. 2 brothers enlisting in the army were getting their physicals. During the inspection, the doctor was surprised to discover that both of them possessed incredibly long, oversized penises. How do you account for this? He asked the brothers. It's hereditary, sir, the older one replied. I see, said the doctor, writing in his file. Your father's the reason for your elongated penises. No sir, our mother. Your mother. You idiot, women don't have penises. I know, sir, replied the recruit, but she only had 1 arm, and when it came to getting us out of the bathtub, she had to manage as best as she could.